Okay, Monsters vs. Aliens, the 3D experience. Okay, after a while, I did get kind of excited for this movie because I heard good things about it. And the 3D was, in a movie like this, like, it worked, but it wasn't all that extravagant. Like, in the beginning, the first thing you see, they're hitting up 3D ping pong paddles coming right at you at the bar, and I'm like, well, here we go. But the 3D does improve throughout the movie, but I don't know, the movie's really not all that funny. And they even managed to mess up some of the action sequences. Yeah, but it's one of those like DreamWorks movies that it's really fun, but it wasn't all that we expected it to be. I did like Coraline better because I think it was more in depth, and this one did go for some cheap humor, and they did some really drawn out jokes that I did have somewhat of a problem with. But after that, the movie does kind of start out pretty slow, and after a while, it gains a steady pace, and the ending I did kind of like because it starts moving a little faster, and they did rush some things, which was weird. But I guess in a 90-minute film, you kind of have no choice. Yeah, some things were rushed, but it does gain a steady pace. And it's one of those family comedies that not only has the stupid kid humor, it has some humor that would appeal to the adults. So I think the kids will really like this, and even some adults will like it. And I think I like some of that adult humor a little better, but I don't know. Sometimes it works, and then, as I said, they do those jokes where they just draw it out, and you're just like, we get it, and oh god, it was just a fun animated movie. It wasn't all that great of a movie, but it's a fun time to go to it's a fun time at the movies. So really, the other thing I really liked about it was the voice cast. There are a lot of my favorite actors, or just people in Hollywood today, lended their voice to these characters. And Stephen Colbert played the president. Yeah, some of the humor, like with Stephen Colbert and whoever did the voice for the general guy, was just so children-like predictable. It's really like I smiled throughout the movie, and I chuckled a little bit, but I wasn't hysterically laughing like I expected to be from some movies like this. I guess I can't because, like, if you have a mature humor, and I don't know, I can't say I would go for a raunchy comedy over this, but this one in particular wasn't really all that funny. I mean, you would expect from all these, like Reese Witherspoon, she can pull a laugh out of me, and she didn't really do it this time, and Stephen Colbert wasn't even that funny. It was just really... Yeah, then Rainn Wilson was the villain, Galaxar. Seth Rogen was hysterical in this. Hugh Laurie from House, which is like my favorite show, Saturday Night Live. And Paul Rudd was in this, and he didn't make me laugh nearly as much as in I Love You, Man, but that's obvious. And Amy Poehler and even Renee Zellweger were in this. But that's what they do. They always overstud it with cast, and they never really get anywhere with I don't know, the storyline did drag a little bit, but I thought at some points it was really strong, and some of the dialogue, animated dialogue, was pretty good. But besides that, it was a fun movie. I definitely think Coraline's better, but this is an experience. It's a fun movie. It's pretty funny, good for adults and kids, so I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. See you guys.